You stuffed it on YouTube?
No, I just started it.
Oh, okay, okay.
I have to start them separately. It doesn't just start them both at the same time.
Okay.
Now, with the way that I have this set up, if I had like multiple here,
Uh-huh.
I could start them
Okay.
all,
Okay.
but I still have to start the main feed first. And now that we put that in there at the very beginning, all right, give me a second to set this up. Set. Chat. Hey. Oh, hey, you know what? I can just do it this way, right? Now we have everything up. And now we're looking all professional right now. All right, hey everybody, this is John.
This Nerd Leader?
And this is a sub-goal video. We were getting big into pack cracking for a bit.
Yeah.
And we want to do some more, but poverty's a thing.
Yeah.
Money's a thing. And due to, or thanks, say due, thanks to our subscribers, we hit a goal.
Yep.
So this is our, hey, we're doing it. The first goal was to open a box of Spider-Man. I know people weren't super stoked for Spider-Man when it launched. I would say those people didn't look at these cards. Thank you, Professor, for making them so cheap. I give that guy a lot of shit, but his channel's okay. It's just he says a lot of things that I'm just like, are we playing the same game?
I'm curious to see like how many of these cards I can recognize from Arena. I know I didn't like collect as much on Arena as I should have, but I've seen enough from it that like I'm kind of curious how different some of these cards feel as Spider-Man cards. Because through the Omen pads had a very different vibe than these do.
Yeah, I mean, I really like that they did through the Omen paths. I'll say that I'm not upset that they didn't do paper through the Omen paths.
I think it would be neat to get it, but I know what you mean.
I'm not upset that they didn't do those because they did do those.
Yeah.
So, me and Nerd Leader here. By the way, this is John. Did we already do that already?
Yeah.
I am that senile. Dig it.
This is what sobriety does to you, John.
Hopefully this new job will cure that.
Yep.
Oh. Wrong dice bag.
Oh, sorry.
No, I told you to get this one. You know what?
Like, what's so funky about those dice? We can't use them.
They're counter dice. But fuck it. We can still use these. Okay. So, I'm gonna take a pack. Nerd Leader's gonna take a pack, and we're just gonna round robin until we get through the box. That's what we agreed on. That's what I suggested, and Nerd Leader did not argue. So to determine who gets first pack, we're gonna high roll. I got
4.
I got a 4. Sir, beat a 4.
I'll try. I mean, I only have what a 30% chance to. I can't see what that is.
So that's what it landed on.
Ooh, nice.
It got a 6. You are the goddamn devil. No, when it comes to Magic, Nerd Leader has substantially better luck than I do.
Well, I mean, you didn't perform the dark rituals as a child, but I did.
Fair enough. We did work to keep Satan out of our household as we were children.
Yeah, well, we really outnumbered our parents.
Oh, I'm sorry. I cut the box, but as always, when you're getting ready to open up a box of like Magic cards, something you should always do is like inspect your seals. inspect your marks. So it's got like the Wizards logo there. Again, I cut that just now, so this was legit box. So we'll see how legit it is when I open it up and they're all open. But no, when you're buying Magic boxes, because this is a hobby that is, I don't know, it's not full of scams, but they're out there. They're out there.
Yeah.
I would say if this was like Pokemon, I would probably not buy them online ever, because I would just be like, nah, online is just too sketch. Just too sketch.
I mean, even with this, I've had stuff like stolen box toppers from stores I bought it from, stuff like that.
So, and I guess the One Piece game is getting crazy like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I will say this: the company that makes One Piece, they've come up with a way to combat it.
Oh.
When you buy. Now, this is encouraged. They don't make stores do this, but they encourage stores to cut the seal at purchase. And that really devalues what scalpers kind of get out of the box.
Yeah.
So it kind of forces them to have to open all the packs, sell the singles, substantially lose money on it. I think that's not a bad idea. They should probably be doing that with, like, Pokemon. But, Okay, so, the box topper thing that doesn't have a box topper card on it, but, Yeah.
Draft archetypes.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll look into that. Oh, I was gonna say I'm missing a pack. No, I'm not.
Should be 3 stacks of 10, right?
Yeah. So, I know in the past we've like opened boxes and then been like, okay, we're gonna draft out of what we pull tonight. Due to us splitting the box, these are just going into our collections. These will show up in decks, I'm sure, but it won't be like, tune back in and watch us play with just Spider-Man decks.
Yeah. I mean, decks may be a little Spider-Man heavy if we're leaning on a Spider-Man mechanic.
Yeah.
Some of them are not as parasitic as others, though. Like, isn't the what is it, the webbing in or whatever? What's it called?
In web.
Yeah, that one doesn't really. That one's not very set necessary, if I remember the way it works.
No, there's a lot that you could use to set that up with other. Because that's the one where it gets tapped. It's not airbending where you got to pay. It's been a minute since I've looked at them. I've forgotten. But I remember it being like, okay, that sounds worthwhile. It's basically a stun. Okay. Are we ready?
Yep.
Ready. Pick the one you want me to open first.
I'll go for the hidden one, the one the others were concealed.
I don't know if these are front-loaded or back-loaded, so...
Actually, yeah, I don't think I've opened a pack of these myself.
I have opened a few packs of Spider-Man, but the boxes have just gotten to a price where it doesn't make economic sense to buy single packs anymore.
Yeah.
So it's been a little while since I bought some. I will tell you this, my local Walmart usually has boxes of Spider-Man cards. Not like display boxes, but just like boxes where you just take out the single packs.
Okay.
Well, damn. It's just cards in there, not government secrets, right? Nothing makes me feel weaker than trying to open Magic the Gathering cards. Huh. Is it? Oh, yes, it is. Okay, it's split there. But I can't get a grip there. My God. This is not a good sign. Man, that was crazy.
You want to do what we were doing before, where I kind of like have one like ready to go?
Yeah, we may have to if it's going to take that long for me to open one pack. Jesus Christ. All right. And here we go. Treasure token, which is, looks like...
Oh, it's stacks of bills.
Oh, okay.
Like Dr. Arth was grabbing like stacks of cash.
Okay, that's clever. That's clever. That's thematically appropriate. Okay. Like it. Ooh, a mountain. I will say that I really like the art for the lands in this set.
Yeah, the weblands or whatever.
Yeah, no, I dig that. That is very cool. And
wow.
here's your foil. Spider-Man Webslinger. Webslinging for 1 white. You may cast the spell for white. If you also return a tapped creature you control to its owner's hand. Nice. That's a strong start.
Yeah.
That's a super strong start. I'm jealous. I think I have the non-foil version of this card. Hide on the ceiling. Alright, instant. Exile X, target artifacts and or creatures. Return the exiled cards to the battlefield under the owner's control. If you need the next step. So it sounds like you kind of bounce things off the field and then back on. If I'm reading that right. Ooh! Dig that art. Spider deals damage to a spider. Destroy that creature. Exile this card from your graveyard. Create 2 tapped 1/1 colorless robot artifact creatures. Tokens with flying. Nice. Man. Yeah, okay. Morbius, the living vampire. Like a flying vigilance and lifelink. Black and blue. Alright, but that'll be good choice for the putting it into the Sephiroth deck maybe, because the yeah, let's look at it. Exile this card from your graveyard. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand, and the rest of the bottom of your library in any order. Not bad, not bad. That's a good start. Good start. Sudden Strike, which destroy targets attacking or blocking creature. So this is the card that has caused so much hate for this set. Bagel.
So of all of the food dishes that are based on reality in Magic the Gathering, this is the one offensive.
This and pigeon.
Now see, I don't want to call people racist, but I think there's a reason people are offended by this one.
Ah, well, moving along then. We're not at a point where we could be canceled yet. Merciless Enforcers. Lifelink. This creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. Ah, that's nice. Man, that could be a mid to late game. You got to get this off the board now kind of card. I suspect
go back and look at that card. Look at the art on that card. For a sec, I forgot that was even a Spider-Man card. Because look at those guys. Those guys could equally fit into Magic or Spider-Man.
The fuck is with the cowboy?
Comic books, man. You saying Spider-Man's never fought somebody who tried to get him with a lace, though?
Moving along. Let's see here. Beetle. Legacy Criminal. Man, this is like your 4th legendary in this.
This set's. How closely have you looked at Omen Paths? This set is like the original couple Kamigawa sets where there's a lot of. Notice these are all This one's uncommon, but up to now they've all been common
Yeah.
legendary creatures.
Yeah,
That is
exile.
one of the kinks of this set. Is we played with just this set. There's a lot of cards that we'd be like, maybe I want to put a couple of them in here, but they might just rot in my hand.
Yeah, okay, okay. Let's see here. Flying. Exile this card from your graveyard. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature. It gains flying until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. Love those sorceries. Angry Rabble. Rabble, 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 rabble. Trample. That's appropriate for a rabble. When you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. Ah, so it's kind of like it's kind of like the Firebrand Archer, except with a buy-in cost. Web up. This creature enters, exile target non-land permanent creature and permanent an opponent controls until the enchantment leaves the battlefield. There are tons of these in like every set
Yeah.
where it comes in, it throws something off the field until you get rid of it. Although I will say my favorite one of these comes out of Final Fantasy with White Aurokite
Ah,
because you can tap it for
yeah.
mana. So that's nice.
Maybe these are the common cards. Is it front loaded like you were saying?
I think it's front loaded.
Okay.
Creature enters, create a treasure token. Alright. This creature can't be blocked by more than one creature. Why doesn't it it can't be blocked by more than one. So it can only be blocked by one creature. So it is anti-menace.
Yeah.
Alright.
Which in and of itself is not bad, especially against like a weenie deck.
Wild Pack Squad at the beginning of your combat on your at the beginning of combat on your turn, up to one target creature gains first strike and vigilance until end of turn. Alright. Okay. Grow extra arms, which I think this is just wild growth more or less, isn't it?
Except for it's cheaper against the spider.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
I'll just say that if you don't like this set, you're saying to me you don't like Foundations.
Oh.
That card proves it. These are yours, sir.
Here.
See if I can get through this one faster.
Like I said, you want me to start?
Yeah. Ah, okay, alright. I got right into this one. Kinda. Yes. Man.
There's some sturdy packaging.
Yeah, no, they didn't want anybody to have these cards. Alright, back at it with Treasure. Ah, not a full art island, but that's okay. I'm not super familiar with my New York landmarks. I think that is the Brooklyn Bridge. That might be the George Washington Bridge. Please correct me in the comments. Here's my foil. Venomized Cat. Ooh, that's not bad. It's not bad. Death Touch. When this creature enters, mill 2 cards. I mean, I'm not really big on milling cards, but 'tis what it is. And bam. Villainous Wrath. Sorcery. Target opponent loses life equal to the number of creatures they control to destroy all creatures.
Pretty good.
My God. If I was going to make a Spider-Man themed deck, this is in it. Flying Octobot. Artifact creature, robot villain, flying. When another villain you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Ability triggers only once each turn. So you can't stack it like with Pridemates.
Yeah.
That's okay. Pridemates can get pretty broke pretty quick. Shocker! Sugar!
Yeah, I know exactly.
Glad someone does. Glad someone does. Okay. Alright, what we got here? Shocker, unshakable. During your turn, Shocker has first strike. Nice. Vibro Shock Gauntlets. When Shocker enters, he deals 2 damage to target creature and 2 damage to that creature's controller. Nice. Favorite episode of Spider-Man the Animated Series. Anyway, costume closet. Okay. Artifact enters.
You could really this. Okay, you know that. Remember that? What was it? Boomerang Basics.
Yeah.
Read this card and then imagine using Boomerang Basics not only to get extra cards while doing it, but bouncing like an equipped creature, so you don't even have to give up a +1/+1.
Damn. Let's see here. I tap it to move a 1/1 counter from this artifact to target creature you control. Activate only as a sorcery. When a modified creature you control leaves the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on this artifact.
Equipment, auras you control, and counters are modifiers. So if it has a counter on it, an enchantment on it, or it's equipped and leaves the battlefield, that gets a counter to move.
Wow. This
So,
is going to be ugly in my life gain deck.
you know what this would also synergize with? -1ing something to death with the new Lorwyn cards. They would leave the battlefield with a counter on them, and thus give this a plus.
God, no, this is going to be devastating in my life gain decks, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ooh, you got one too.
I love bagels. Well, it's been a while since I've had a bagel.
Yeah, I might need to get it. These cards are making me want to get some bagels and cream cheese next time we go to the store.
Sacrifice this artifact, put a 1/1 counter on up to one target creature, draw a card, activate only as a sorcery. Nosh. There we go. Sacrifice this artifact, you gain 3 life and draw a card. Yeah. Dig it. What's the hate here? Inner Demons, Gangsters, discard a card. This creature puts a 1/0 counter and gains menace until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. It can't be blocked except for... Let's see here. Amazing Acrobatics. Choose one or both. Counter target spell. Tap 1 or 2 target creatures. This is going in the Tele deck. Let's see here. Dinosaur Man. Legendary creature, dinosaur villain. But this is in dinosaur commander decks. Menace. It's good stuff. Dinosaur formula. Discard this card until end of turn. Target creature you control gets 3/1, +3/1, and becomes a dinosaur in addition to its other types. And that's until end of turn. Okay, well, not bad, not bad, not bad. Use helicopter. Flying. This creature enters, creates a 1/1 green and white human citizen creature token. Craven's Cats. This creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Activate only once each turn. Can't sit there and just stack. Okay. Scout the city. Sorcery. Choose one. Look around. Mill 3 cards. You may put a permanent card from among them into your hand. You gain 3 life. Wow. Bring down. Destroy target creature with flying. I would probably usually go with the second one over the first one, but that's just my personal play style. Maybe if I had like a green-black deck where I was just bringing shit back from the graveyard all the time, that could be something, but that's not really my playstyle. Thwip. It's a good card. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains flying until end of turn. If it's a spider, you gain 2 life. Look at that. What's that one? And that was my deck, or those are my cards. This is now Nerds Leader cards. Help me keep track of that, because I'm sure I will lose track at some point.
I'm putting them in different places over here.
Okay. As long as you know which ones are which. So, Human Citizen looks like some rando. I don't know who that's supposed to be. That doesn't look like Mary Jane, but yeah, I don't know who that's supposed to be. And the foil, what do we got here? Oh, no. The land, my bad. Savage Mansion. Let's see here. Surveil 1, land enters tabbed, add red, add green. Pretty standard dual land. Surveil 1, that's not bad. And, ooh, Scout the City. So you got the full version of the one I just got in the last deck. Oh. With great power. Enchantment Aura. Enchant creature you control. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 for each aura and equipment attached to it. Man, I have a deck this would be terrible in. All damage that would be dealt to you is dealt to enchanted creature instead.
I wonder what the best. I guess I wonder what indestructible creature that is in standard right now would be best to put this on.
So they get a +2/+2 for each aura and equipment attached to them. So they get
at least a +2/+2 for this. Because it would be attached to them.
Well, I'm just sitting here thinking, like, oh my god, like, put a Buster Sword and a Mazumune on somebody, and then they're getting +4/+4 on top of that.
Yeah.
My god. You may be getting offered cash for that card tonight. Spider-Man Noir. All right. You lucky bastard. You are the goddamn devil. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, put a 1/1 counter on it. Surveil X, where X is the number of counters on it. Wow. That's cool. Green Goblin Revenant.
So that would be. Would that be Harry, or would that be like whoever came after him?
I think that's supposed to be Harry. Flying, Death Touch. When Green Goblin attacks, discard a card, then draw a card for each card you've discarded this turn.
Let me ask you this: in the, I can't remember what the deal was in the movie, but I remember in the cartoon, Green Goblin was literally fucking with him from beyond the grave, driving him insane. Was that what was going on in the comics, or was that a cartoon invention?
It's been a really long time since I've read those.
Okay.
And like, nah, I mean, like it's been like 20 years since I've read those.
Yeah, I believe it. You know, I know some of that stuff gets all like mixed up in where it came from, and then like a movie references it, and then you know.
School days. Choose one. Do homework, fight crime. You can either draw 3 cards or counter target spell. Draw a card. Either way, you draw a card.
Yeah.
Spider Bot. Reach. Oh, that's cool. Creature enters. You may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, then shuffle and put that card on top.
So are these like Spider-Man's robots?
I guess so. There's been a dozen different places that the spider bots came from, so.
Okay.
Taxi driver. Target creature gains haste until end of turn.
You know, notice he's a pilot.
Yeah.
And that his power is a lot higher than his toughness, so he would be good at crewing vehicles.
I would. That's I like that art. Whenever this creature dies, create a treasure token. It's a Midgar rat.
Yeah, as I say,
or Undercity rat or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Whoosh. I do like that some of these cards are just sound effects.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Kicker 1, you may pay blah 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 blah. Let's see here. Target non-land permanent to its return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand if the spell was a kicker. If the spell was kicked, draw a card. So you can. It's honestly, this is a cheaper reject. It's a cheaper reject. That's what I just saw there. I suddenly see why people hate these cards. That's so terrible. It's so terrible. How dare they make cheaper versions of Final Fantasy cards? Masked Meower. Haste, discard a card, sacrifice this creature, draw a card. A 1/1 haste. What is that? Just one red? That's not bad. Not bad. Spider Manifestation. Reach. Tap to add green or red. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value greater than 4, untap this creature. Wow, and Vivi was a problem. No, okay, well, I'll just... This will never approach what Vivi was doing.
Oh, this is the one we're working on?
Yeah, we're still working on that one. This will never approach what Vivi was doing, but still, just...
Yeah.
You cast mana, you spent mana, untap this card to spend more mana. Like, yo! And thwip. I think that was last. No, we got one more. Vibrant Cityscape. It's a land. Sacrifice this land. Search your library for a basic land card. Put it onto the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle. Or you can just... Well, no.
Someday someone will make a commander deck where half the land are pensions.
Because why not? Alright, here are mine. Okay, you're mine, you're mine. So, another treasure token. That's a really cool treasure token. I cannot deny. Ooh, I got the same land. Dig it.
Ooh.
Yo,
Anyone
Mysterio.
you want to have a foil of, it might as well be Mysterio.
Fuck yeah. When Mysterio enters, create a 3/3 blue illusion villain.
For each non-token villain you control.
My God. This is going into my mill deck.
Ah.
This right here is going into my mill deck. Because it relies a lot on this sort of thing. And oh my God. Oh my God. I peaked. I peaked. Dude. Are you ready for this?
Okay. Ooh. Neat.
Craven's Last Hunt. Ooh.
Sorry.
No, we're good. We're good. So, they did saga cards of each color, or for each color, of some of Spider-Man's like more infamous arcs.
Oh yeah.
This was one of them. The Origin of Spider-Man, Craven's Last Hunt, Maximum Carnage was one. The Clone Saga,
Okay.
I think, is the blue one. I don't remember what the black one is.
So I'm just laughing at Spider-Man crying when Mary Jane melts in his hands.
That is a fun moment. Ah, my God, I'm stoked to have that.
Ooh.
Web Warriors. Once creature enters, put a 1/1 counter on each other creature you control.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh,
So
hey.
wait, is that and the rest?
Pretty much. No, I mean, I don't even have to look at the rest of this pack. No, I do, because I'm holding out hope that I'm going to get the Eddie Brock showcase.
Oh.
That was the Todd McFarlane art
Okay.
with the Lethal Enforcer cover on the reverse side.
Hmm.
And if I get the foil, that shit will be on TCG Player later. For all $300 fucking dollars that it's going for. I don't flip cards, but I am poor. Let's see here. Draw 3 cards. Counter target, draw a card. Not bad, not bad. Ooh. Got one. Dig it. I've already looked at that one.
I remember a long time ago when I came across, I don't remember what it was called, maybe Dismiss or something like that, but I came across one of the first cards that let me counter something and draw a card, and I was like, wow, that sounds so powerful. I'm not saying it's not, it's just I was very impressed with it long ago when I first came across it.
Yeah. Let's see here. Sacrifice this artifact. Mill 4 cards. You may put a creature card from among them into your hand.
Is that the whole people just come back to life, or is that someone's specific gravestone?
That, okay. It is so cool that this was in this pack.
Oh.
Because this was a cover for this.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so that is super cool.
Yeah, that's neat.
No, the imagery of Black Suit Spider-Man just sitting up out of a grave plot is iconic in the lore of Spider-Man. So this is another cool one to have. And again, it was super cool to have it in this pack. Oh my god, if I'd have gotten this in any other pack, I'd have been like, that's a thing. I got jazzed for that. Anyway, Oscorp Research Team.
These people showed up in so many TV shows.
Yeah. Oscorp Research Team, draw 2 cards.
Unsung villains of the Spider-Man universe.
There you go. That might go in my teledeck.
You know something interesting about these cat heroes is they're not legendary.
Oh.
Ooh, you got Swarm.
Flash, Flying, Mayhem. Nice.
Ooh.
It's Miles Morales, basically. But it's not the...
You notice he has web slinging and he searches the land for you when he hits the battlefield.
Yeah, so this would go in my Tifa deck for sure. Skyward Spider, I think I have this one already. Ward. This creature has flying as long as it's modified. Nice.
Okay, it's funny because that was one of the ones I was wondering about. I actually thought it would be a Ghost Spider.
Yo, this might go in my Tifa deck too. Reach, Trample, Ward 2.
Yeah.
My Tifa deck is just a mono green put land down deck. Super jazzed. Super jazzed, man. I get some water after that one.
I mean, that is part of what's a little odd about people being so down in this set. I understand the principle of the thing, but this is one of, like, even more so than some of the other sets I've been seeing recently, I just instantly see synergy with other concepts in this deck.
Yeah, okay, so, like, my first real set, I got in with Final Fantasy, so you can call me whatever you want for that, I don't care. It's likely true, and I've likely said worse about myself. But, I remember going through Foundations after going through, like, the Final Fantasy set, and going through, like, Edge of Eternities, and going through even Avatar, and this set, and just seeing all sorts of stuff that I was just like, oh, but I could pull from this set, and pull from this set, and pull from this set, and just like, I don't know, there's a lot of cool stuff in this set, and there's a lot of cool stuff and on some of these sets that people are just losing their minds over. And I will say that I saw some hate for Edge of Eternities because people are like, I don't want space in my Magic. Foundations and Edge of Eternities are some of the most expensive display boxes to buy right now.
Yeah.
that are current standard. I mean, otherwise, you're starting to look at like legacy sets that are like
I think
crazy.
I think something that really makes whatchamacallit Edge of Eternity stand out is not just how much it synergizes with other sets, but how much it adds with stuff like crew.
Yeah.
Like, the ships function better than I thought they would.
Mhm.
Yeah, like.
Well, and they're not like vehicles where you got to do it every turn. It's once you've done it, you've done it.
Yeah, like that black one I have in my Sephiroth deck. Once I get them up there.
Yeah, you fucker. We are getting tons of treasure tokens. Although, and I'm not really showing what's on the other side. Citizen. I'm not going to show what's on the other side of all these. They're tokens.
Yeah.
There are no... I don't want to say there's no cool tokens. But there's no, like, oh my god, I got that token!
Yeah. Well, we're worry about getting the Sephiroth token when we get Sephiroth.
Yeah. The only token that I geeked a little was the copy token in Final Fantasy.
Ah.
Because it's the scene from Final Fantasy IV where Cecil's
Yeah.
looking at himself in the mirror. I was like, that is so clever.
Yeah.
Anyway. Full Art Land.
Are there any planeswalkers in this set? It's like Madam Web a planeswalker or something like that?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, she's just a legendary creature.
Okay.
She is in the set, she's just a legendary creature. Full art card. So, what is the foil? That's the foil. Ooh, Spider-Man no more. Aura, enchanted creature. Creature is a citizen with base power and toughness 1/1. I cannot fucking begin to tell you, and loses all of the abilities. Everybody's like, fucking Vivi's broken, you can't stop Vivi, you can't do anything about it. This stops Vivi dead in his fucking tracks.
This or witness protection, crap like that.
Yeah.
Equalization.
Yeah, no, okay, they banned Vivi. A week later, they released the Avatar set that had, like, another card in it that did this exact thing, and it's just like, oh my god. There's so many things, there's so many ways to stop Vivi. But people, they're just like, no. Like you, dude. Vivi did nothing wrong. Anyway. Moreland, Devourer of Spiders, Lifelink, Morelanders with X/1/1 creatures on him. He deals X damage to target opponent. X being what you tap with him, or to cast him. Damage control. Wow. Not that this isn't a Spider-Man reference, but I would just say that this is a greater Marvel Universe reference, and that they didn't hold off on this until the Marvel superhero set is a little surprising.
Well, do you think this will be one of the reoccurring cards in that set?
Yeah, I could see this being reprinted for the Marvel superhero set.
I have a feeling there's a few of these kinds of cards, like those mercenaries or whatever, the merciless mercenaries or whatever.
Yeah. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and is a spider hero in addition to its other types. Equip 3. That's not bad for 3. The Spots Portal. The target creature on the bottom of its owner's library. You lose 2 life unless you control a villain. Fuck.
Yeah, there are technically a couple decks that can be like bottom of my library, huh? But usually that's a better way of getting rid of something than exile.
Risky Research, surveil 2, then draw 2 cards, you lose 2 life. This needs to go into my Infinite Goblin deck. Mysterio's Phantasm. When this creature attacks, mill a card. Okay.
I think part of the idea is that not only is milling work with the villain stuff, there are some stuff that synergizes with mill, but I think it's more that it's so cheap for a flying. I think that downside comes not only that I think it's not supposed to be meant as pure downside, but I think it's supposed to counteract the fact that it only costs 2 and it flies and has vigilance.
Fair enough. Shock. Yeah. Well, this is a reprint of Shock.
Yeah.
It's just new art. I do dig that they put this in the set. Shock's a great card. It needs to stay in standard. Keep reprinting it. Oh, hey! And now you got one. Your Gravestone. And here is another card that caused so much hate. People were like, pigeons are not supposed to be in my Magic Gathering. Explain Carrier Pigeon to me. Explain Carrier Pigeon to me.
I'm pretty sure I've seen pigeons in Ravnica.
I could not tell you what set it's in, but there is a card. The only other pigeon that I'm aware of, or other card with the name Pigeon in it, is Carrier Pigeon from a way older set. So
I
people
just
can
meant
get
in
the
art
fuck
and
over
stuff,
themselves.
you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's
Yeah,
not like
yeah,
it's even one of those things where like
when this creature leaves the battlefield, create a food token. So it's Undercity Rat, but food instead of treasure. It's cool. Dig it. Kapow! More sound effect. Put a 1/1 counter on creature you control. If I target creature an opponent controls. Okay. News helicopter.
I have a feeling News Helicopter is also going to be in the Ninja Turtles set.
I bet it will be. That's coming out soon. And Gallant Citizen. Gallant talking. You all know I can't no talks. Alright, that was Nerd Leaders. This one is mine. More treasure. Where's my full art plan? Swamp. Yeah, fair enough. Alright. Here we go. Ah. Risky research. Not a bad card. Black Cat. Ooh, we'll get here. Black Cat enters. Look at the top of the
9 cards of target opponent's library. Exile 2 of them face down. Put the rest on the bottom of your library. In a random order, you may play the exiled cards for as long as they remain exiled. Mana of any type can be spent to cast spells this way. This is the. Remember, I was saying the chick from Omen Paths. I was like, who is she? Black Cat. I have the Omen cards version of this.
Well, now I have the paper version of this.
Nice. Oh, that's a good effect.
Yeah, no, that's super good effect. And of course, the next card also has Black Cat on it. Destroy target creature or blocking. So attacking or target blocking creature. God, I'm talking. Spider suit. Okay. Oh, dig it. I like it. Rhino's Rampage. Sorcery. Target creature you control gets 1/0 until end of turn. It fights target creature an opponent controls. When excess damage is dealt to the creature an opponent controls this way, destroy up to 1 target non-creature artifacts with mana value 3 or less. Wow.
So, yeah, I know it seems a little convoluted, but it costs only 1 hybrid mana.
Man, this is one of the more fuck you cards I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
Huh? Another bagel. Another taxi driver. Did you get the last one or did I? I think you did.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. I get a little confused about that until I look over where I'm supposed to be putting it, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Venom's Hunger. Sorcery. Destroy. So here, this spell costs 2 less This spell costs 2 less to cast if you control a villain? Jesus Christ. Destroy target creature. You gain 2 life.
Is that an evil pavilion?
Yes. And I guess that has to go back to, where Venom eats brains.
Yeah.
Anyway. Whoosh. I don't think we looked at this. I really looked at this one last time, didn't we? Yeah, no, we did. We did. This is,
It's actually pretty thematically correct with the kind of villain they're having for it and everything, because it's like, I don't know. It's either one of those scenes where he pushes him back, or he pushes him back and does the thing he's trying to do and gets away.
Yeah. Angry Rabble. Scout the City. Skyward Spider. Lurking
I don't
Wizards.
think we've seen this one.
We have not. Trample. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Man, it's a shame that's not blue or red. That would go in the teledeck. And Nerd Leader cards. So what do you think of the cards you've gotten so far?
I like him.
Stop being such a sycophant. No. I'm sorry. Here. Ooh, Spider Token. Yeah, I haven't gotten a Spider Token yet. Swamp. You ready? Ready for your foil? Bam! We were just talking about this. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast spider spells and non-creature spells from the top of your library. So it's Traveling Chocobo, but for spiders.
You notice she's a mutant, not a spider. So she probably counts more like in line with what the X-Men are or something like that.
I wonder how much they already planned out the Marvel superhero set when they planned this one.
I mean, I figure so. I figure this is giving us a taste of some concepts because she is more like an X-mutant than like what Spider-Man is, right? I'm not saying she's an X-mutant specifically, but I mean she's more on that side of like his powers aren't psychic, right? His body is changed as opposed to being imbued with like
I don't
psychic powers,
recall if
right?
they got into her origins
Oh, okay.
in the comics. I remember she just sort of shows up.
I guess she's one of those just like I'm a powerful being, and the main character's like you can't tell me what to do.
Doc Ock's tentacles. Oh, equipment when this. Man, whenever a creature you control with mana value 5 or greater enters, you may attach this equipment to it. Man! Equipped creature gets +4 plus. Man!
Uh,
So it has a potential free equip and it throws 4/4 on something. That is. Man, we just shake your hand.
Radioactive spider.
Reach, Death Touch. I sure didn't Death Touch fucking Peter Parker. Let's see here. Fateful Bite. Sacrifice this creature, search your library for a spider hero card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle, activate only as a sorcery. Okay.
Vulture.
Oh, nice. Flying when Vulture attacks. Other villains you control gain flying until end of turn. Wow. This is like a better and worse version of Dion.
Ah.
Because, he's more powerful than Dion, and he's more expensive than Dion. But he's only Dion when he attacks.
Yeah.
Terrific team up. Spell cost 2 less to cast if you control a permanent with mana value 4 or greater. Wow. 1 or 2 creatures you control get a +1/+0 until end of turn. They each deal damage equal to their power to target creature an opponent controls. Okay.
It's funny because the art of that card really works. Like, go back and look at that for a second. The art of that card really works for Magic the Gathering stuff because it's two weird looking guys fighting God knows what. But if you had the proper context, you could tell me exactly what's going on in that picture. You know what I mean? Like,
And looking at this is
oh, I know they're probably fighting symbiote stuff or something.
what I was gonna say is that this is clearly inspired from the Spider-Man 2 game for PlayStation 5.
Ah, okay.
I can tell you right now, that's what that's inspired
You're
from.
fighting Venom stuff in that?
Yeah, Venom's the villain of that one, and you're playing as both Peter and Miles.
Okay.
Yeah. Living Brain. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target non-equipment artifact you control becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 3/3 until end of turn. Untap it. Oh. Oop. Mechanical Mobster. This creature enters, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. Target creature you control connives. Doc Ock's Henchman. This creature enters, it connives. Okay. Taxi Driver, because you need multiples of those. Venom, Evil Unleashed. Death Touch, exile this card. From your graveyard, put 2 1/1 counters on target creature. It gains Death Touch until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay. Lurking Lizards, okay, we've already looked at that one. Selfless Police Captain. Captain Stacy. Why didn't they just call him Captain Stacy?
Because I have a feeling that this is going to be yet again another. I bet. Let's say they do the Marvel set. I bet it would be somebody else.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. But anyway, we haven't looked at this one yet. So creature enters with a one counter on it. This creature leaves the battle, but it's 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Okay.
And also doing that to straight up named characters in the story is not unusual for
Hmm.
Magic the
Professional
Like,
wrestler.
I mean, this guy is specifically the guy Spider-Man fought.
Those were yours, right? Okay. Ah, I got a spider token too. University campus. I think I have one of these. I think it's foil though. White blue, surveil 1. Okay, well, dig it. And foil spider suit that I. Okay. Okay, no, I'll take the foil spider suit. I mean, I'm not big on foils, but I'll take that, sure. Bam.
Ooh, Agent Vin.
Yeah. Flash.
Yeah, I mean, they had to give it to him, didn't
They did.
they?
They did. There are some really subtle jokes
Yeah.
in this set that I'm like, I see what you did there. I see what you did there, Wizards of the Coast. Flash, Menace. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Okay. Now, there is a card in the set that features the art of J. Jonah Jameson on it that puts Menace on a spider creature.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I see you.
Yeah.
I see you. Ooh. Add 1 mana of any color.
Oh. That's a very similar thing to the other thing you were talking about.
Actually, this may be what I'm thinking of.
I notice this one's not a spider, though. It's a legendary creature.
Though I may have been misremembering.
Okay.
Just as I was talking about it.
Yeah.
The pack knew. That's super cool. Oh, I got the Daily Bugle. Fuck yeah. Getting all the cool cards here. Tombstone. Fuck yeah, man. When Tombstone enters. Return target villain card from your graveyard to your hand. Villain spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Nice. Make me a villain deck. Yo! Spider, piloted by Penny. Vigilance. When Spider enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Whenever a modified creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Man, okay, so this would be a problem in my mill deck
Yeah.
because it does a lot with like putting bonus. It deals a lot of the same stuff that my just general life game decks do, where it's just building counters on stuff. Ah, man, this would be a menace. This would be a menace. Unstable experiment. Target player draws a card. Then up to 1 other target creature you control connives. Draw a card. Then discard a card. If you discarded a non-land card, you want to counter on this creature. Spider Gwen. Oh man, it's a hot pack.
Yeah.
Reach. Whenever Spider Gwen becomes tapped, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Venom's Hunger. We've already looked at this one, so we'll step it through.
Ooh.
Man, Sinister Scientist. As long as there are 8 or more cards in your graveyard, Doc Ock's base power and toughness are 8/8. Man, as long as you control another villain, Doc Ock has hexproof. Fuck. Pumpkin Bombardment. an additional cost to cast the spell. Discard a card or pay 2 mana. Bombardment deals 3 damage to target creature. And that is hybrid black or red. Aerial ally or Starling aerial ally. Flying when Starling enters, another target creature you control gains flying until end of turn. But there's fun ways to figure out how to just keep bouncing him in and out. This creature gains 2/2 until end of turn. Activate only once each turn. Actually, I just thought of a great way to synergize this card. In a white-red deck,
Okay.
put out the Fire Crystal. Everything has haste. So you make a copy of this card. Oh, you can't. Scratch that. A white-blue deck with Imposter Syndrome. When this card attacks, it makes a copy of itself that's non-legendary.
Okay.
That copy then puts flying on something else.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, but you know what? That wouldn't work. Because you have to attack for it to create the copy, so you would have had to have already... Well, no, that would still work. Because it just puts flying on it after. So that would still work, I think. Anyway, Craven's Cats, okay, and Vibrant Cityscape. So I got 2 lands in there. No, actually, I got 3 lands in there. One of them was the Bugle. Fuck yeah. All right. I'm gonna start at 8 o'clock. Maybe get through this because I still got a lot of cards here. Okay, so Robot, Forest, Vibrant Cityscape, foil. The Parker Luck enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, 2 target players each reveal the top card of their library. They each lose life equal to the mana value of the card revealed by the other player. Then they each put the card they revealed into their hand. That sounds like that could be a problem. Ah, I got your own Bugle. Molten Man and Fuller Incarnate. Molten Man enters. Search your library for a basic mountain card, put it into your battlefield tap, then shuffle. Molten Man gets 1/1 for each mountain you control. Damn. Molten Man leaves the battlefield, sacrifice land. Prowler. Menace. Whenever another villain you control enters, Prowler connives. Hey, you got your own. Angry Rabble. Venomized Cat. Such a precious kitty. Stable Experiment. Which is just basically a connive. Ooh, got another Web Slinger. Wow! 1/1 counter on a creature. Bob, look out. When this creature enters, target creature you control connives. And Thwip. You get 2 sound effects in this one. Alright. I can't get to the split. There it is. No, like I said, I kind of blasted through that one. I saw what time it was. I gotta be at a job a little early tomorrow, but that's okay. We're gonna be here until this box is empty. That was yours, so this one's mine. Treasure. Sinister Hideout. Land. Ooh, dual land. Surveil 1. Seems like they always, like, surveil or give life.
It feels like the surveil. There's a couple cycles and themes, and the main basic dual land cycle in this seems to all have surveil.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sets that are like they'll all just have this one mechanic to them. Sometimes they'll be like they're all different.
Spectacular Tactics. Choose one. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It gains hexproof until end of turn. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. Yo.
Nice.
Yo. Favorite version of Spider-Man. Just saying. Just saying. This is my favorite.
So you disagree with McFarlane?
And look, McFarlane is not wrong. That's what I'll say. He's not wrong. Like the classic red and blue Spider-Man doesn't get much better than that. But this was such a cool look.
Oh.
It was nice when they decided, you know what, we're gonna change it up a little bit. Always bring it back to the red and blue. Give me some new every once in a while.
Yeah.
That's, Anyway, what's this card do? It's a lot. There's a goddamn mouthful on here. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, look at the mini cards. Like the mini cards at the top of your library. Put one of them into your hand and put the rest into your graveyard. Find new host. Exile this card from your graveyard. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It gains the card's other abilities. Activate only as a sorcery.
Notice it doesn't say it until end of turn. So just as long as that card hasn't left the battlefield, it's going to keep having the first block of text on it.
Nice. Whew. Oh, what are we doing? Scarlet Spider Kane.
Nice.
Menace. When Scarlet Spider enters, you may discard a card. If you do, put a 1/1 counter on him. Mayhem. You may cast a spell from your graveyard. Okay.
If you discarded this turn. No, if you discarded it this turn. Turn rules still apply. Okay. Remember when I was talking about that mill and discarding and stuff like that? It kind of works into this set.
Mm-hmm.
As an example, it's basically a madness cost, but it's a little different from madness cost.
Yeah. Spider-Mobile. Fuck yeah. Trample. When this vehicle attacks or blocks, it gets 1/1 until end of turn for each spider you control. Crew 2. Ooh, I got a vulture.
Cool.
Flying. Vulture attacks. Other villains you control gain flying until end of turn. Common Crook. Steel Wrecking Ball. When this artifact enters, it deals 5 damage to target creature. Oh, okay. So that's kind of like Lionheart.
Oh, yeah.
Kinda. Although I think Lionheart just destroys a target.
No, Lionheart is a piece of equipment that does 2 damage when it comes to battle.
Oh, okay.
You notice this is not.
To this, the target creature. Discard this card, destroy target artifact. Okay.
Look, but this is not an equipment as part of what I was saying. He's using it as one, but it's more like he's just throwing it at somebody. It either comes in and does 5 damage, or you discard it and destroy an artifact.
Okay. Here we go. Gravestone. City Pigeon. Subway train. This vehicle enters, you may pay green. If you do, search your library for a basic land, reveal it, and then put it into your hand, then shuffle. Okay.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah. Electro's Bolt. Electro's Bolt deals 4 damage to target creature. Mayhem.
It's cheaper if you discarded it this turn.
Yeah. Now for yours. Sinister Hideout. Daily Bugle reporters. Put this creature. When this creature enters, choose one. Buff piece. Put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Investigative journalism. Return target creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to your hand. Nifty. And here we go.
Ooh.
Silk Webweaver.
I've seen on a lot of the cards. I wasn't sure if we'd get it.
Web Slinger. You may cast a spell for 1 green and white. Whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 1/1 green and white human citizen creature token. And then you can, creatures you control get 2/2 in vigilance until end of turn. Should be handy. That should be handy. Rocket-powered Goblin Glider. This equipment enters cast if it was cast from your graveyard. Attach it to target creature you control. Creature gets +2/+0 and has flying and haste. Equip 2, Mayhem 2. Living Brain. Already looked at that one. Good stuff. Jacker. Costume Closet. Staggering the Dinosaur Man. Already looked at him. Entered Humans Gangsters. Already looked at those.
Yeah, I got one of those.
These are yours.
That's what I'm saying. I got one. You know, previous one was for you.
Oh, was that? Okay, okay. Scorpion Sting. Instant. Target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. Ooh, Spider-Man, Brooklyn Visionary. Lurking Lizards, and what was the last one on that one? We're getting some good stuff for the collection. Getting some good stuff for the collection.
Yeah.
Here are mine. The ones that matter. Ooh,
Sorry.
now you're good. Full art. Blue mana. Dig it. Love it. Romantic Rendezvous. Discard a card, then draw 2 cards. There you go. Wham! Let's see here. Spinneret and Spiderling. Whenever you attack with 2 or more spiders, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Yeah. Whenever this creature deals 4 or more damage, exile the top card of your library until the end of turn. You may play that card. Did not mean to smack my table here. Hobgoblin, the one that was voiced by Mark Hamill. Whenever you discard a card, Hobgoblin gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Spider-Girl, Legacy Hero. During your turn, Spider-Girl has flying. It's a white-green Dion. When Spider-Girl leaves the battlefield, draw. Create a 1/1 green and white human citizen creature token. Madam Web.
Nice.
Spider-Bot. Spider Islanders. You know, I did not read Spider Island, so I don't know what the hell happens in that. Merciless Enforcers, because cowboys. Whoosh. Steel Wrecking Ball. Scout the City. Vibrant Cityscape. Pumpkin Bombardment. Good stuff in there. Good stuff in there. And Nerd Leaders cards. Ooh, another full art island. Oscorp Research Team, but a foil, and Fwa.
Hey.
Craven the Hunter. Oh, Ben Riley. Fuck yeah, man. This was also another cool Spider-Man look in the 90s. Because in the 90s, Spider-Man needed to wear a hoodie. Web Slinging, Trample, Sensational Save. Scarlet Spider was cast using Web Slinging. He enters with X +1/+1 counters, where X is the mana value of the returned creature. Nice.
Oh, another Craven.
Yo, okay, okay. Same pack.
Yep.
Son, you are the goddamn devil. I'm just gonna let you know right now. If I pull the McFarlane card that I'm looking for in one of your packs, you're just not getting it. You should have seen the look Nerd Leader just gave me when I said that. No. Okay. And all of the time that I've known Nerd Leader, I have never gotten a look that just said, "Brother, we're about to go outside and fight."
Go outside.
Oh, oh God. Okay.
Hey.
Flash Thompson, nice. That's a good one. Enters. Choose one. Heckle. Tap target creature. Hero worship. Untap target creature.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's super cool. It's like the that's like a couple things in one. There you go. Spider Slayer, Hatred Horn. We've already looked at that one. Steel Wrecking Ball. That's like the fourth one I think so far in this box. Venom Unleashed. Oh, that's the second one you've got, I think.
I think you got the other one, but I could be wrong. I'm getting a little confused on who got what at this point.
Yeah. Same. I think we both have a healthy number of Skyward Spiders. Guy in the chair. Add one mana
Of
of any
course, he's
color.
the dork.
Yes.
You know, I know. A mana
It's-
dork,
it's-
you know.
Yeah, no, yeah. Add one mana of any color. Web support. Put a 1/1 counter on target spider. Activate only as a sorcery. Man, look, the fourth one of this that was in the set. They want to make sure you got Spider-Man for sure.
Yeah.
Electro's Bolt. Oh man, just that look you gave me. That was really funny. That was worth it. Treasure. Suburban Sanctuary. This land enters tapped. Green, white, surveil 1. Fair enough. Lurking Lizards. Mysterio. Oh, it's my second Mysterio.
This one's not foil though, so you'd be
Ah.
more prone to use this one actually.
Yes, it's true, because I hate foil cards. I like selling foil cards. I don't like having foil cards. Wisecrack. Instant. Deals damage equal to the power to itself, or target creature deals damage equal to its power to itself. If that creature is attacking, Wisecrack deals 2 damage to that creature's controller. Okay. Spider Bite. Web Warden. When Spider Bite enters, return up to 1 target non-land permanent to its owner's hand.
Are they like, what do they call them? Web warden. For some reason, I was thinking of that in a computer context. I was like, they're not like a digital spider person, are they?
Yeah. Oh, let's see here. Support appearance. Tap 2 untapped creatures you control. Add 1 mana of any color. Nice. That's nice.
That would be Miles' parents, right?
Yeah, but like we discussed earlier, that's probably going to be reprinted.
Yeah.
And the superheroes one with or the Marvel superhero set with different parents.
I think I saw another card recently that was like, it was something like that. It was like, not, it was like a negative version of that. Some kind of like, I don't know if it was harsh parents or something like that.
Yeah. Passenger ferry. That's definitely from the movie. This vehicle tax, you may pay white or blue. When you do, another target creature can't be blocked this turn. Romantic Rendezvous. Research. Daily Bugle. Spider Rex. The Whip. Professional Wrestler. Those were yours, I believe.
No,
Nope.
yours.
Never mind. Okay. I'm glad someone's paying attention.
I did almost just start stacking them up like I usually do, but it would make it harder to keep track. Basically, laying 4 out and stacking them up.
So my phone is dying. So I need a second to set up the charger.
The various phones you've used, which ones would you say have had the best batteries in them?
I used to have a Samsung Galaxy 3. No, the Galaxy 5 had the best battery in it of all the phones I've ever owned.
Good.
Of all the phones I've ever owned in my life, Galaxy 5. They're the Galaxy S5. That was probably had the best battery in it. I could also access the battery. So that was really helpful. When I couldn't get into the back of phones anymore, I was really upset about that. Because there's just times you need to pull your battery. There's just times. I'm sorry, but there is. There we go. So I can see what the hell I'm doing. All right. Robot. Planes. Guy in the chair. Here it is. Schwamps. Lizard. Alright. Trample. Lizard formula. When lizard Connor's curse enters, up to one other target creature loses all abilities and becomes a green lizard creature and base power and toughness.
So this set had a counter for VV. People just slept on the set so hard.
This is the second counter for VV that's been in this set.
Did you notice that's not a until end of turn or until he leaves the battlefield? No, that just makes him a 4/4 with no abilities.
VV did nothing wrong. VV did nothing wrong. You guys just don't know how to play this fucking game that you say you're fucking obsessed with. Shriek. Nice. You villain at the beginning of your first mana phase. Or first main phase. Discard a card. When you do, target creature can't block this turn. Sonic Blast. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, Shriek deals 1 damage to that player.
Should be worth just having on the field for that.
Nah, that is a lot of cool shit she does for 2 and 1 hybrid. Ezekiel Sims. Spider Totem. Reach at the beginning of combat and return. Spider you control gains 2/2 until end of turn. Aunt May. Whenever a creature you control whenever a creature controls whenever another creature you control enters, you gain 1 life. If it's a spider, put a 1/1 counter on it.
I like that she has 2 toughness, making it not easier to wipe her out to the most basic of effects.
Yeah. More bagel. More research. More fairy. Masked Meower. It's like there's like 2 cats in this set so far. And the card that caused all the trouble. Extra arms. That one is yours. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. We're starting to lose track. Okay. Treasure. Ooh, full art swamp. Excuse me, had to sneeze.
So, I know he does in the new set of movies, but does Venom eat people in the comics?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, there was some miniseries back in the 90s where it's like Eddie Brock in the future or like in a near future.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of, I don't want to say it bridges like 2099, but I think it's the idea is that this is what this would have led into.
Okay.
And I guess like Eddie Brock's in a movie theater,
Mhm.
and he just starts beating people in there.
Ah.
I couldn't tell you the whole context because again, it's been like forever since I've read it.
Yeah. Well, and what has been true, what is true, and what will be true is always changing in the world of comics.
Yeah, and I think this was not posed as a like part of the main continuity kind of thing.
Yeah. It's kind of a
Yeah.
Elseworld tale or something like that.
Rent is due. It sure fucking is. At the beginning of your end step, you may tap 2 untapped creatures and or treasures you control. If you do, draw a card. Otherwise, sacrifice this enchantment.
Ooh,
Yo.
cool.
And this. Okay, so this is set up like
Like yeah,
the bonus page reprints from Final Fantasy.
yeah, but it's not.
Not.
It's just that level of art.
Yeah, choose target creature you control. Well, actually, I don't know. This might just be a reprint.
Oh yeah, it could just be a. Yeah, I could see Hunter's Insight being an old card. It was probably a Lion Man on here instead of Craven.
Yeah, no. Let's see here. Choose target creature you control. Whenever that creature deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, draw that many cards. Ooh, I could be. What is that? That is green. Okay. Silver Sable. Nice.
Cool.
Enters put a 1/1 counter on another target creature. Attack modified creature you control gains a lifelink until end of turn. Man, I got some cards that would be a fucking problem with. Okay. No. Imagine putting lifelink on Pridemates.
Yeah. Or whatchamacallit, Twin-Blooded Paladin.
That would. Oh my god. No, that would be a problem too. That would be a bigger problem. Rhino, Barreling Brute. Vigilance, Trample, Haste. When Rhino attacks, if you've cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater this turn, draw a card. Cool. Secret Identity. Choose 1. Conceal. Until end of turn, target creature you control becomes a citizen with base power toughness 1/1. Gains hexproof. Until end of turn, target creature you control becomes a hero with base power and toughness 3/4 and gains flying and vigilance. That'll probably be a reprint to Marvel Superheroes. Hot Dog Cart. Create a food token. Add 1
I'm
mana.
not saying no one's complained about that card. I just haven't heard of it, but it would be a hard card to complain about because food vending cards have definitely been a thing in Magic for a while.
Scorp. Spider Islanders. Swarm. Scorpion Sting. Alright. Nice. Man, actually going through some of these cards, people should be upset about Path of the Omens now because those like reprints are not going to be in Path of the Omen cards, like the Hunter's Mark or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Mountain. This is yours, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think this is yours. Parker Luck. Is this like the second foil of this you've gotten?
Oh, I didn't realize the other one was a foil.
I think it was. Okay. Shrimps. The Death of Good Spacey. That's what the black card was.
I keep harping on about like this. It's appropriate. I got it, I suppose.
Destroy target creature. Each player may discard a card. Each player who doesn't loses 3 life. Exile any number of target players' graveyards.
She ain't coming back.
Fuck me.
Hey, I actually got a Mysterio.
Yeah, it's a fun card. And the Symbiosis. Enchanted creature gets 1/1, has menace, and is a symbiote in addition to its other types. You may cast this card from your graveyard by discarding a card in addition to paying its other costs.
Ooh. Cool.
And I just got this one. And I just got that one. Or where did you get the other one?
Think you got it, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty like
These are yours, right?
yes, the ones you're doing right now. Yes.
Okay.
Those would be-
Again, we're losing track because we're old senile men. Not a bad set. There's a lot of cool shit in here.
Yeah.
Southwest Police Captain. Wild Pack Squad.
What's the wild pack? I feel like I've heard that before, but I don't know what they do.
I am not sure.
Okay. I might just be thinking of the group of characters that Xanatos' girlfriend came from in Gargoyles.
Put wild in front of anything, and my initial thought is like Ghibli's Wildcats, which
that was the one with like Centurion and like what's the chick's name?
oh no,
Huh.
my phone just died. It's plugged in and everything. It just died.
So, okay, I was gonna say it's still showing us a feed. Dang. Wasn't like wasn't was it Spartan or Zealot or something like that?
Spartan.
Spartan. That was the dude, right?
Yeah.
What was the chick's name?
Oh God, I don't remember.
Was she Zealot? That also had like Drifter and like who was the huge guy?
So Grifter. Actually, I think they're all owned by DC now.
Oh. Yeah, I think I saw Grifter in one of those Dark Universe movies, like I think it was Flashpoint or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it me or does he really look like a Marvel character?
Yeah. So that wasn't charging.
Oh.
Well, kiddies. I'm working on it. I don't know what was going on where it wasn't charging it, but it should have been charging it.
There's one place they won't just take your word for it. It is the internet. I mean, yeah, we can't just pull out the cards and be like, oh, we got one of these.
Yeah. No, I don't wanna do this off the air, but my phone was not this dead. I already think it was this dead before we started. And I've had low battery before and then was able to make it through a box on like the low battery. Looks like it's charging now.
You know, I've been thinking recently about how they've been changing characters and stuff like that. And like, I have similar concepts for Batman and things like that, but like, I was thinking about it. Do you think that you would accept a version of Spider-Man where there was like no girlfriend shenanigans at all? Like, there wasn't a love interest or anything like that for Spider-Man? I'm not saying he couldn't flirt with Black Cat. I'm not saying he couldn't do anything like that. He'd have no game, but there was no like, no Mary Jane, no Gwen Stacy, none of that. Like that aspect was just not part of it. Or is that too core a part of who Spider-Man is? Is relationship drama just too much Spider-Man?
It is.
Okay. I can accept that.
But it's not just that. It's like all of the things that like encompass just normal life. Right.
Yeah, well, it is funny how Spider-Man both has to be down on his luck and aggressively normal at all times.
Yeah. Peter Parker is supposed to be everyman.
Yeah. And like part of being a normal like teenager is having a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay. I respect that, you know.
hopefully I can get enough charge here in a second to get the camera back going. I'm gonna try to give it a few minutes. Probably going to edit this out later when I throw this on YouTube, or when it's, done or whatever. I'm not sure why the other charger wasn't working. That is really frustrating. Okay. So it is charging, but it's slow charging.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, is the trickle charge of a computer going to be enough, or do you need a hard wall charge to be able to support function and charge?
Probably gonna need a hard wall charge. Which, trying to think of where my closest brick is. It's not across streams without problems.
Yeah.
Streams. Come for the content. Stay for the no content.
Just think of it as insulation.
I do not. I'm thinking of it as a fire hazard. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm not touching the cards.
Something I do think about sometimes when I think of some premises for comics is how that it won't fly anymore because we've reached the you've seen that meme, right, where it's that cutout from that scene from Alice in Wonderland where it's the Mad Hatter and he's all got his arms akimbo and he's like, well, no, let's not be silly. And that's kind of the point at which comic books have gotten. Like, I'm not saying nothing ever gets away with this, but like you couldn't really have a superhero who has no resources but has stuff like ropes and boomerangs. You basically can't make homeless Batman nowadays.
Absolute Batman.
So has no job. He's literally out of resources because
He is a blue collar construction worker.
yeah. Well, so you could get rope, you could get costumes. I'm just saying, like, you couldn't. That's what I'm saying. You can't do completely broke Batman.
Yeah.
I mean, you could, but people would be like, but where is he getting the stuff? It's kind of like, when I actually heard the reason Sam Raimi had the bodily produced web, I'm like, all right, That's better than what I thought it was. I can't really argue with that. But still, I mean, it's fucking Spider-Man. Doesn't have to make sense.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Okay. Okay. So we are getting a good charge now. Phone is turning back on.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to smash through these last. How many packs we got here?
We're a little past halfway through it because these four stacks right here represent 16 packs.
Okay.
This is pack 17, this is pack 18, so, you know, we have, what, about 12 left after that?
Yeah, something like that. Okay.
Just as a reminder that the next pack is yours.
Okay. My phone takes forever to start up. Sorry.
I do wonder, like, what it is it with phones that their OSs take, like, so long to start up?
So this is something I see a lot of ads for that get it wrong because they're trying to sell you something.
Okay.
When your phone was built, and I'm just saying this to the general audience that may or may not know these things, it was built with the parts that are in it in mind.
Okay.
But in the following year and throughout that year, that same manufacturer is putting out the upgrades to your phone already.
Uh-huh.
The next version of your phone is already on the shelves within months of you buying your phone.
Okay.
Now there are like the major releases like the iPhone Pros,
Yeah.
the Galaxies, the Pixels. Those are
The actual
annual.
numbered differences,
Yeah,
not
so-
just hardware, firmware updates or software updates, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the OS is updated with newer phones in mind.
Ah, okay. So it's running like Windows 8 and a Windows 95 or whatever. Or not that, but Windows 98 and a Windows 95 machine, basically.
Not quite that big of a disparity, but I would say it's trying to run Windows 11 on a machine built with Windows 8 in mind.
Good.
That would be a more accurate analog.
If it wasn't something that you had to pay for, would you be okay with, like, and I'm not saying this is reasonable. I'm just kind of like thinking, like, you know, how I wonder how
And we're back.
how a consumer would react to this concept if every time that basically the new OS came out, there was like, no, just give us your phone, we'll give you another.
Oh, manufacturers would not go for that
No,
because.
no. I'm not saying they would. I'm just saying, would you go for that? Would you be okay with that, or would you
Oh,
be like,
yeah, I would totally be fine with that.
Okay,
Because I keep
okay.
all of my data on my phone on an SD card. So I just pop out my SD card, put it in
Yeah.
the new phone, and I'm done.
okay, so you don't have enough attachment to the phone itself to worry about it?
No,
Okay.
I don't.
I know
I am
people
not-
can get attached to things like phones and cars in a way that like seems unreasonable, and then someone buys their own car and they're like, no, I love it now. You know, like I've literally seen people be like, why are people like that? And then they buy their first car and it's like, no, I gave it a name, it's my baby. You know.
I have as a lark named every vehicle I've ever owned except for my new car.
Ah, okay.
And we're back. Treasure. Ooh, foil white land. Ooh, foil spider bite. And big money. Big money. No.
Ooh.
What is it?
I mean, it's mythic
Web of-
rare.
Oh,
It
Web of Life and Destiny. Maybe this is big money. Convoke. Cool. At the beginning of combat on your turn, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order.
Costs 8, but Convoke could really bring that down with some like little heroes and other stuff.
Yeah, that is. Wow.
I mean, you know something that could really help you with? I'm not saying to overly rely on it. You might need a couple more copies of it, but let's say you made a Tifa deck that is even heavier on land, and you use that to make sure you can get other kinds of permanents out.
Hmm. Robotics Mastery, Flash. Enchant creature. When this aura enters, create 2 1/1 colorless robot artifact tokens with flying. Enchanted creature gets 2/2.
Is that a card from not Omen Paths, Edge of Eternities, or is that new to this set? I wonder.
I think it's new to this set. Prison Break. This will probably be a reprint for Marvel Heroes. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with an additional 1/1 counter on it. So it's basically,
Evil Reborn, but it has Mayhem.
yeah, it's a take on Evil Reborn. Ooh, I got my own Aunt May. Spider-Man no more.
Retired for the 8th and final time.
That's
For
right.
real this time.
Beetle, the dinosaur man. Venom. Love me some Venom. A big mark for Todd McFarlane. Now, I am a massive mark for Todd McFarlane. Sorry. Just had to get that point across. There's web up. So because of the blackout, I kind of need to rush through some of these. So sorry if this next bit is kind of rushed and we're not really like lingering on cards.
Hey, pictures of Spider-Man.
Okay, here we go. Artifact creature. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal up to 2 creature cards from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest of them in the bottom of your library in a random order.
Only I knew Jonah, he'd buy this card for me.
That's right. Shadow of the Goblin. At the beginning of your first main phase, discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Whenever you play a land or cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, this enchantment deals 1 damage to each opponent. Wow. Okay. Okay. Got another Morbius. Raging Goblinoids.
It is hard not to want to make a deck called Morbid Time.
See, now you have to. When this creature enters, create a 2/1 screen spider token creature with reach. Then you gain 1 life for each spider you control. Spiders you control get 1/1 until and can't be blocked by creatures with Defender. Common Crook. Amazing Acrobatics. Great Rabble. Gravestone. Helicopter. Spider Manifestation. 5 up and Capture. Because everybody needs a Ned Leeds. This one's mine, so Citizen. Loyal Land, because God hates me. Sorry, Spider Manifestation.
Ooh.
Mary Jane Watson, legendary creature. Whenever a spider you control enters, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. This doesn't have. No, okay.
You got one
Molten
yourself.
In. Well, I think I got one already. I think. Web shooters. Equip creature which 1/1 and has reach, and whenever this creature attacks, tap target creature and opponent controls. Equip 2. Okay. I was about to read that.
Pretty sure I got the other Prowler.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I think we both have some mechanical mobsters. Ooh, I got another Spider Gwen. Doc Ock's henchman. Throw extra arms. Evil reporters. Shadway Jane.
So do you think if there are enough Marvel sets, I could make a Gwen deck with like Gwenpool and Spider Gwen and all the other Gwens?
At least with that and the secret layers. Okay, so. Ooh, foil land. Foil fairy.
Yeah.
Shamps.
Ooh, now I got one. I'm sure you got the other Cravens last time.
I got the cool Cravens last night. You got the
Yeah.
shit one. Nice. Got another Craven.
Hey, Chameleon.
Oh, that's cool. Let's see here. Enters as a you may have Chameleon enter as a copy of a creature you control, except his name is Chameleon, Master of Disguise. Man,
But you know that means that he could be like, let's say like I have Craven out. He could be a Craven and it not matter that they're both legendary because they have different names.
yeah. Spots portals. Right.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you're good. That was yours?
Yes, this one is yours.
Okay. Oh, here, you got that one open faster than I got mine open. Treasure. Forest. Foil Vulture. Nice. Shamps.
Ooh.
Electro.
Fine. Don't lose unspent mana as steps and phases end. Ooh.
You cast an instant or sorcery. Add red. It deals X damage to target player. Pay X. Damn.
Yeah.
This is going to my VV did nothing wrong deck.
Ooh, Spider-Punk.
So I think I already have a Spider-Punk, but I'm okay with having more Spider-Punk.
Giving other spiders riot is nice.
The spiders you control have riot, spells and abilities can't be countered. Damage can't be prevented. You hit me with a white card the other day that did that. Spider UK. Web slinging at the beginning of your end step. Turn more creatures enter the battlefield under your control. This turn, you draw a card and gain 2 life.
And you're getting all the spiders now.
Looking right I am. And the supportive parents. Spider-Man No War. And another shock and more shocks. Right. And this one's yours. Alright. Amazing acrobatics. Urban retreat. Slant enters tapped. At green, white, or blue. Return a tapped creature you control to its owner's hand. Put this card.
I'm pretty sure you could use that ability in addition to a land you've put onto the battlefield already. Because that's not a usual land drop. That's an ability that puts a card onto the field.
I've got one. All crawl. At some point in the future, I may have to get another box of this.
Me too.
For just personal havens.
Yeah.
Again, I want that McFarlane card.
I mean, I've been questioning if I want to put the money into the set, not because I didn't think it was good, just because I'm always thinking that way with sets. I think these openings have made me decide for sure that eventually I want to also buy my own box.
After opening 3 packs of Lorwyn Eclipsed, I want a box. Citizen. And I think we're getting down to the last few here.
We should be running low.
Looks like we've got 5 packs left in the box. So there's that. 6, 7 packs left total. Those are yours. These are mine. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Foil land, because please.
Ooh.
Spider-Man 2099. Let's fucking go! From the future. You can't cast Spider-Man 29 during your first, second, or third turn of the game. Fuck. Double Strike, Vigilance. At the beginning of your end step, if you've played a land or cast a spell this turn from anywhere other than your hand, Spider-Man 29 deals damage equal to its power to any target.
Yeah. I mean, he seems to be something to really pump your bonuses into.
Yeah.
Ooh, Superior Spider-Man. Like I said, you're getting all the Spider-Man.
That's right. You may have Superior Spider-Man enter as a copy of any creature card from your graveyard, except his name is Superior Spider-Man and he's a 4/4 manager. Whenever you do, exile that card. Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Superior foes of Spider-Man. When you cast a spell, when you cast a spell, mana value 4 or greater, you may exile the top card of your library. If you do, you may play that card until you exile another card with this creature. That could be cool. I could see that going either way.
Yeah.
Tombstone. I think I already got a tombstone, but I'll take another. Hot dog cart. Taxi driver. Venom's Hunger. Romantic Rendezvous. Sterling. Scorpion Sting. Galleon Citizen. Alright. Man. Spider-Man 2099. For real. Let's fucking go. And your cards. Ooh. Ominous Asylum. Red Black. Surveil 1. And your foil. Web up. And now for the money card. The money card. Champs. Eddie Brock. You motherfucker. It's not the one I want, but I still want this one. When Eddie Brock enters, return target creature card with mana value 1 or less from your graveyard. Then you can spend a whole shit ton of mana to transform Eddie Brock, and when you do, he becomes Venom, Lethal Protector. You and I are going to have a chat after the stream. Sunspider, Nimble Weber. That's cool. During your turn, Sunspider has flying. Sunspider enters, search your library for an aura or equipment card. Oh, okay. So it's kind of like Cloud, but with auras and equipments.
Yeah. He is more expensive. He's like twice as much as Cloud. Whereas Cloud only cost 1.
Cloud costs 2 white.
Okay. I know the cost isn't as color heavy, but you know what I mean. It is a little different. But
Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, no, you're right. Spider-Man, Heroic Horde, or Spiders Man Heroic Horde. There you go. When Spiders Man enters, if they were cast using web slinging, you gain 3 life. Create 2/1 green spider creature tokens with reach. Nice. Heroes Hangout. Choose one. Date night. Troll Knight. Exile up to 2 cards from your library. Choose one of them. Until the end of your turn, you may play that card. Or until your next turn. Or the end of your next turn. Patrol Knight. 1 or 2 target creatures each get 2/0 and gain first strike until end of turn. Dig it. Spiderbot. Mask Meowing. Inner Demons Gangsters. Dark Hawk Cinsman. Lookout. Selfless Police Captain. Scout the City. Skyward Spider. And I forgot to give you a back. Trying to do this as efficiently as possible because, like I said, this should have ended like 10 minutes ago. Okay, so robot. Ominous Asylum. Oh, I got a foil version. Nerp. Foil Swarm. And Sandman. Ooh, take Sandman. Spider-Man's power and toughness are equal. They're each equal to the number of lands you control. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Return this card and target land from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped.
Cool.
Secret Identity. Silver Sable. Wisecrack. Doc Ock. Shock. That rhymed. I didn't intend for it to. Inner Demon Gangsters. Mysterious Phantasms. Spectacular Tactics. Subway Trade. Wild Pack Squad. Kapow! Yours. Oh, got 3 left, it feels like.
Wait a minute. Oh yeah, including the one in your hand. That does make sense. I was like, that would end up in the odd number, but no.
University Campus. This one's yours. This one's yours. University Campus. President Break Foil. Yeah. Oscorp Industries. Land enters tapped. When this land enters from a graveyard, you lose 2 life. Add blue, black, or red. And it has Mayhem. So, there you go.
Now on the land, Mayhem is particularly good. I know that it has a downside of 2 life, but you wouldn't have to pay it. So I could discard it to something that asks me. Like, let's say I played that spell where draw 3 cards and discard a card. I discard that and I play it.
Yeah. Friendly Neighborhood. Enchantment Aura. Enchant land. When this aura enters, create 3/1/1 green and white human citizens. Enchant land has target creature gets 1/1 until end of turn. For each creature you control, activate only as a sorcery. Spider UK. Did we look at Spider UK? I don't think we looked at Spider UK. At the beginning of your turn, if 2 or more creatures enter the battlefield under your control this turn, you draw a card and gain 2 life. That's not bad. Scorpion. Nice. Death Touch at the beginning of your end step. If a creature died this turn, target creature you control connives. Hit up, Yachty. Sorry. Spider-Man India.
Interesting.
Terrace Siva? I'm probably not saying that right. I apologize. Whenever you cast a creature spell, Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It gains flying until end of turn. Spider-Man #1. Steel Wrecking Ball. Venom's Hunger. Amazing Acrobatics. And here are your cards, sir. These are mine. Red mana. Foil, Silver Sable. Okay, okay.
Ooh. Oh, extra fancy.
As this land enters, choose a basic land type. You may then pay 2 life. If you don't, it enters tapped. This land is the chosen type.
It's like so much better than an Evolving Wilds.
Origin of Spider-Man. Create a 2/1 green creature. Target creature you control gains double strike until end of turn. Okay, take it. Spider-Mobile. Spider-Man India. I already have Spider-Man India, but I will take more of that. Vulture. Spider Islanders. Venom Unleashed. Evil Unleashed, sorry. Oscorp Research Team. Spider Gwen. Evil Research Team, or Research, you know, you saw the card. Brooklyn Visionary. Bombardment. Oh, and that was it. Man, I got through that one quick. That was mine. Yours. There you go. Here we go. Savage Mansion. Once for 1. Okay, Foil Shock. Maximum Carnage.
Cool.
This was yours.
Oh.
So you got Maximum Carnage. Heroes Hideout. Spider-Man UK. Secret Identity. Rhino. Swarm. Unstable Experiment. Romantic Rendezvous. Spider-Rex. Scorpion Sting. Galleon Citizen. Mob Lookout.
Whoa.
They're your cards. Don't apologize to me. Okay. Okay. Okay.
So Papa needs a new pair of everything.
Papa needs a new pair of everything. Papa ain't get shit. Okay. Okay, everybody. Put your thoughts and prayers. Put your vibes. Put your whatever in here. This is the last pull of the night. Let's go. We got Treasure Token, because that was fucking everywhere. White Lance. Foil Beetle. Anti-Venom.
Now that is a good card. Notice it's mythic rare and everything. Read what he actually does.
Horrifying Healer for 5 white mana. My man. When Anti-Venom enters, if he was cast, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Fuck. If damage would be dealt to Anti-Venom, prevent that damage and put that many 1/1 counters on him.
I mean, remember that this could turn. Okay, under normal circumstances, this could easily come out on turn 5 in a mono white deck, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what does an opponent do about you attacking in with him every round?
Well, I mean,
I'm not saying he can't be destroyed. He's not invincible.
if Damage would be dealt to anti-venom. Prevent that damage and put that many 1/1 counters
Do you
on it.
remember Great Responsibility?
Yeah.
That's damage. It's not combat damage. It doesn't say combat damage.
It just says damage. So that's any damage.
Yeah.
Wow. That is... Wow.
Can't draw your nemesis? Start throwing your own spells at him.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Me, Psychic Weaver.
Web sling? That's a very cheap web sling.
Enters, look at your opponent's hand, then choose a card type other than creature. Spells of the chosen type cost 1 more to cast. Ooh, I got my own Shriek. Robotics Mastery. Ezekiel Sims. I liked Ezekiel, he was a neat character. Spider-Gwen, Free Spirit, because I needed more of her. Swarm. Passenger Fairy. Guy in the Chair. Spider-Man. Subway Train. That was it. That's the last one. And yeah, oh my god, dude, okay. Bam.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that that was the card of the night, but that is
As far as power level goes, it kind of is.
this was the fucking card of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just need him running in alongside Eris.
Oh my god. Things that are broke.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Just picturing Eris trying to get him to give her a high five.
Yeah. So, actually, I mentioned earlier that Ezekiel was a really cool character. When he first shows up, he challenges Peter to like think differently about his powers,
Okay.
and he tells Peter's like, "Can you speak to spiders yet?" And Peter's like, "I can't do that." And Ezekiel's like, "Have you tried?" There is a scene like right then and there where Peter looks over and there just happens to be a spider going by and he's just really, you could just tell he's really concentrating at it and it just keeps fucking going. And he's like, "No, I don't think I can do that."
So he meant psychically speak to him. I thought he meant literally go over and be like, "Hey, man." Okay. Okay, let me ask you this. I can understand not knowing the answer to this question.
I probably don't. But
Let's ignore non-canon and characters from the background of a scene like Spider-Verse, where it's just Infinite Spider-Man off into the background. How many Spider-Men would you say there are, including women stuff? How many Spider people would you say there are? Like actual, like they're actually a character, not just like I said, a throwaway background and a mesh of Spider-Man.
in the main continuity, excuse me, I do think they pulled Spider-Gwen over.
Okay, yeah, because I know there's her,
And
Spider-Man, and Spider-Man.
Yeah, they pulled over Miles Morales. So there's Parker, Miles Morales, Gwen Stacy, and I think that is it, the main continuity. But
Okay.
these things change all the time, and I don't keep up with a lot of the current stuff. Like, there was an event that's going on now-ish, or it might be over now, where it's a age of, what is it called? Like Age of Revelations or Age of Revolutions or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. But it was a very Age of Apocalypse style story, is my understanding of it. And I was gonna like hop in and read that and see about keeping up, but life keeps happening in the best way possible. Hopefully very soon I can get back more into like comic collecting. This was a very kind of one-off thing. I'm sure people have noticed that the sub goals have changed. And speaking of sub goals, I want to give a real big shout out real quick to Reniscold for who got us over the finish line with his 8 gifted subs.
Yeah.
Rebel Xander, want to give a big shout out to him. Want to give a big shout out to Real Little Thick. These are the 3 people that put us over our goal threshold to compel us to get this box and open it for you. Without much like PBS, this is all due to the support of viewers like you. So if you want to see more content like this, hit a sub on Twitch. It really helps out. It really gets us. It really, like, every dollar helps. Please support the channel. And it's not. It really does help get, like, the name out there a little more for every like, follow, subscribe, and all that stuff on both channels, both YouTube, both Twitch. It just helps out. It gets us out there a little more. It tells these platforms that you guys are interested in the things that we do, regardless of how stupid or silly that it is. New sub goals are going to be coming up soon. I think I promised them at the end of January. It is now February 1st, and they're not up. But I will say that for 20 subs, I will play Pokemon Fire Red in its entirety, and I will try to not act like I'm being tortured by CIA operatives for what I know while I'm doing it. I'm sorry, I'm just not a Pokemon guy, but if you want to make me play Pokemon, that is how you're going to do it. For 50 subs, I will play Kingdom Hearts.
If you guys want to watch John squirm and squeal and be unhappy, make him play Kingdom Hearts.
Fucking Sora.
Don't worry, John. I'll be there to explain why. No, you don't understand what's going on, despite the apparent context.
Oh my god, no, okay. So... Nerd Leader you played at least the 2 on PlayStation 2, right?
I played 1, Chain of Memories, and 2.
Okay, so you delved deeper into this than I have.
Uh-huh.
So you made me sit down and watch the opening cinematic to 1 and the opening cinematic to 2, and this was just like when you turn the fucking game on. This is supposed to be. This is
the idea that they give it to the kid to be like, this is why you bought the game. This is what you're here for.
And the opening cinematic for 2 explains nothing. It is just the most. It is the most weep shit I've ever seen. Weep shit. It's just. What am I getting myself into that this is the context? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And there is zero context in that opening cinematic. It doesn't...
But hey, if you remember when we were watching, I was like, hey, this section makes sense if you played the first game.
There's nothing in the opening cinematic that explains what came before.
Yeah.
Or sets up what you're about to do.
No, after 1, they assumed people were 100% in and, like, just wanted to be there.
Fucking more.
I mean, after you play, if we get to that point, you play that, you will understand why the remake scares me so much. Because, okay, his version of Cloud is in that game.
Yeah.
Cloud is he's one of the most recurring characters in those 3 games, is Cloud. He's not all over them, but he will be in all 3 of those games.
Well, I know that he's like a character that you fight in, like, the arena in the first game, right?
Yep.
And it's all like fucking Nomura. It's covered with fucking belts and zippers and shit.
I'm a little surprised they made him such a good guy in the remake, because I would say Cloud is neutral in Kingdom Hearts. Like Squall, you run into Squall, he's a good guy. I wouldn't say Cloud's a good guy. I'm not saying he's a villain.
Yeah.
But he's more neutral.
Okay.
Of course, Tifa, I think, just exists in Kingdom Hearts to be like, where's Cloud? Have you found Cloud? We need to help Cloud.
She's there to remind you the cloud's there.
Yep.
She's there to remind you of Poochie.
Yep. I mean, after playing Kingdom Hearts and finding out the guy who made that was the guy who designed Cloud, I'm like, they didn't use his original drawings, and this is how he gets to put him in the game.
There is 2 sets of concept art for Final Fantasy VII. There is the Numora artwork, and then there is the Amano artwork.
I've seen 1 or 2 pictures of that. Like, the one I remember seeing was in a magazine a long time ago. It was him and Eris sitting in a field with, like, a chocobo or something like that.
Yeah.
Is there a full set of stuff? Because I know that there's some of the other games that he didn't necessarily do the art for, like 9. I
He
want to say
did.
there's a full set for, like, 9 and stuff, isn't there?
There is a full set for 9. I don't think there is a set for 8.
Okay.
But there are 3 pieces of Amano art for 7.
Okay.
There is a picture of Cloud and Eris,
Mhm.
a picture of Sephiroth,
Uh,
and a picture of the entire party together.
so I'm curious, what was his take on Sephiroth like? Is it kind of like Ferris? I picture him looking like Ferris.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Maybe a little more Setzer,
Okay. Yeah.
maybe. His take on Barrett is interesting,
So.
because Barrett has a mullet.
Oh.
But no, he did, it might not be a full party artwork, but I think, like, Cloud, Eris, Tifa, Red 13, and Barrett are definitely in there.
Okay.
I can't remember if Kate Sith, Sid, Yuffie, or Barrett or Vincent are in there. I don't think that the secret characters are in there.
You know, I have to say that I'm surprised, and I don't know why, but back, I guess I ended up being surprised. At this point, maybe I'm not so much, but like that that Yuffie and Vincent just became so. I guess that they became essential characters eventually.
Yeah.
You know, like, because I remember back in the day, a lot of people just not getting them.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe it was just the people I was hanging around, but you know, they'd be like, "Nah, they're not worth it." Like, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I would always try to get all the secret characters in games. You know,
Yeah.
like I'm not saying I never use Vincent, but I don't use him a whole lot. I have had runs where I used him as soon as I got him all the way through. But like, you know, like
My first run through 7, I did not get Yuffie until after Costa del Sol.
I want to say that if you're trying to get a chance to get her before you go to Wutai, your best chance is that little forest right outside of Rocket Town.
Okay, so there's that one and the one before Juno.
Okay.
So the one before Juno, the one, yeah, I think you're right. I think you can get her around Rocket Town.
I feel like there's 1 or 2 other places in between there, because I usually get her in that forest full of like the little like mandragoras or whatever they are, and those like flying bird guys that shoot at you.
Yeah. I don't remember how far I got before I literally turned around, went back across the ocean just so I could track her down in that forest. I think I may have gotten to like Gunkaga before I was like, where the fuck is this character at?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to get her before the boat. No. And then that's when I was like, oh. Because I think I'd already picked up like a bunch of weapons for her or something.
Yeah. You start being able to not only steal but buy weapons for her in June, and yeah.
And Vincent was super easy to find.
Yeah.
I mean, he's literally on the path to the shit that you have to do.
Yeah. You do have to have that conversation with Sephiroth.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget that you have to go into Shinra Building.
Yeah.
Or not the Shinra Building, Shinra Mansion, I guess.
The only thing, I mean, I would say the only reason you might miss it is if you're just one of those people. It's like, I don't check side paths.
Well, don't you have to go up to Nibel? Isn't there like a gate closed or like someone standing in your way or something like that?
Well, okay, for like Vincent though, it's just going through that door. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do. You just gotta go through the door and answer his questions correctly, I think is what it is.
I think you have to talk about Sephiroth, and then you have to talk to him again and ask him what his name is. Because, like, that, I think those are the conversational trees you have to go through. I think when you first talk to him, you can either be like,
Which one was it? What was the thing where you had to select the blank response?
that is in 8.
Okay.
And, well, yeah, I think you're thinking about 8. I think you're thinking about, oh, there is something like that in 7. If you're thinking about getting Vincent, when you're getting the codes to the safe that has the key,
Mm-hmm.
there's like I think you have to go down to, like, when you're like looking for the hints. I want to say there's a blank space and the final hint just tells you what it is or something like that.
Okay.
Not the whole code, but like that part of the code or something. It either tells you where it is.
Yeah.
But also, when you said that, I was thinking about Final Fantasy VIII when you're trying to get Bahamut. One of the right responses is down at the bottom, a blank response.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Have you come up with any sub goals?
Um. I mean, I guess one we could put in there is me actually buckling down and trying to get 10 stars in a Silent Hill run. That'll take some doing.
Okay, we'll put that at.
I mean, that could be like 30 or something like that.
We'll put that at 40 subs. We'll put that at 40 subs. 40 subs. Nerd Leader will attempt a 10-star run in.
No, that's more like I'll sit and do it until I can do it. I'll do runs until I get a 10-star run. I'm not saying I mean, if it takes me a couple days to do it, I might take a break.
Yeah.
But like
that will be the compelled content.
Yeah,
40 subs, 10-star run in Silent Hill for the PlayStation 1. That'll probably be done through DuckStation or whatever. Which one do you use?
EPSXE.
Yeah. Cross Stream does not condone the cool crime of piracy.
I mean, I was thinking we could make some goals. Nerd Leader buys a PlayStation.
For 200 subs, Nerd Leader will buy a PS5.
I just meant a PS1 so I could not emulate some of these games.
Okay. We'll come back to that. Let's see here. That's where I think we're gonna be at with those.
Okay.
I will play Pokemon and I will play the first Kingdom Hearts. For 20 subs, I will do a Pokemon run. And Nerd Leader will sit here and try to talk me off the ledge while I do it. And
I mean, I could do that, or I could start telling you facts from the TV show I watched way too much of back in the day.
if you really want to see me be tortured for pennies on the dollar, put those 20 subs in now. If you want to see me be punished for fractions of pennies on the dollar, put those 50 in now. 10-star run in Silent Hill. How hard do you think that'll be?
I mean, as much as I've played Silent Hill, I've only ever done it once.
Ah.
I mean, it'll be the getting there that's hard.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm gonna get to a point where I'm doing everything else perfect, but I'm a few minutes off.
Ah.
It'll be that kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Or something that has happened before is I finally got enough time, but my shooting accuracy's off. Because to get 10 stars, I don't just have to shoot a lot of monsters. I have to shoot a certain amount at close, medium, long range, and I have to do a certain amount of shooting without aiming at all. Wow.
Times.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. This is John,
This is Nerd Leader.
and I got Jed. But this has been fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to work on getting more packs to crack in the future. I would say that the next thing we're going to crack on here is either probably going to be some Edge of Eternities or Warwind. Avatar has been a cooler set than I thought it would be.
Mm.
If I get a box of Heir of Avatar, I will be on the lookout for the Abandoned Air Temple.
Oh,
That is a really cool goddamn card.
what's it do?
So for like 4 mana, I can put a 1/1 counter on everything on my side of the field.
Ooh, nice.
And I can just keep doing it.
Yeah.
And I can tap it for the mana to do it.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't require it to tap, it's just a spin mana ability?
Well, no, okay, I take that back. I do have to tap it, but I think it counts as the mana towards it. I may be wrong about that.
Okay.
I'm probably wrong about that. Yeah, I'm probably wrong about that. But I think it's like 4 mana.
Yeah.
Everything gets a 1/1 counter. In my life gain decks, that is savage as fuck, let me tell you. Everybody gets a +1/+1 counter for game when they gain life. And another 1/1 counter just because that's on the fucking field.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brutal. Alright, I'm out. As soon as I can sit up straight.